Hello, this is our project, The Clash of Power. We made this project in our world history class, and we hope you enjoy it.
This project is made by John,
Andrew,
Malachi, and Bryson.
the Roman Empire, ruled by Diocletian, was split in two because of its enormous size, the Western and Eastern Roman empires. In later years, the Roman Empire is restored, split into three separate empires, then split into two empires once again. Charlemagne reunited most of the Western Empire by converting his conquered to Christianity. Pope Leo III had supreme power in many innovations in creative arts during the High Middle Ages.
Mr. Pope Leo III was seen as the leader since there was no specific king. Mr. Pope was stupid though, because he took the only power the nobles had away from them. They did not like this very much, so they threatened him. The Pope ran, like any sane person would, and needed someone to take his place as leader. Charlemagne was the man that fits the bill. With him as the leader, the Pope needed his spot back in the church. So he crowned Charlemagne king and kept his position as the Pope. Charlemagne, like everyone, died. When this happened, Vikings and other invaders began ransacking Europe. Eventually, William, the Duke of Normandy, conquered England. This introduced new ideas, such as feudalism. This is the idea that knights could own land from lords by doing deeds. If the knight stopped the deeds or works, they could not own the land.
The nobles owned land from the king, while the king, in turn, allowed them to use the military for service. The nobles could control the king like this. King John was forced to sign the Magna Carta by his barons in order to limit his power, because they didn't want the king to be above the government. King John, he thought he was above everybody else, because kings are monarchs and they do whatever they want. The Holy Roman Emperor came from the Holy Roman Empire when they were appointed emperor. The Holy Roman Empire is located in Germany. The Holy Roman Emperor was said to be a deputy of Jesus on earth. The Holy Roman Emperor had conflicts with the Pope because they couldn't decide who would appoint the bishops for the empire. Appointing bishops was a very serious deal in the church. It shouldn't be taken lightly. The Pope thought that a Holy Roman Emperor was stupid, and that was a waste of time.
Christians and Muslims wanted to control the same land because what they considered to be their sacred lands were in the same spots, which caused what is now known as the Crusades. They had this conflict because they both sprouted from the same religion, Judaism. They believed different things, such as the name of their God and the custom they would do. Some nobles left for the expeditions and never came back, which caused their estates to be without supervision.
Feudalism started to fall down. Why?
Because of death.
The 100-Year War was a devastating part in Europe. This wasn't all that happened. The Black Death appeared, killing millions. In order for feudalism to work, you have to have workers. But since 2/3 of the population is dead, that ain't gonna happen. After Europe was in chaos, like it always was, a renaissance began in southern Europe and spread north. And Europe sprung back and the king returned.
The investiture controversy was a conflict between church and state in medieval Europe. The king fought the Pope, right there, fighting. Okay, they couldn't decide what officials would work in the church. Everyone knows this is serious business. You know, church is very important. Religion is one of the most important topics. The Pope challenged the power of the monarchs. To get more power, the Crusades were created to reclaim the Holy Land. The Pope told the Knights Templar to go and reclaim the Holy Land. The Pope led the Crusades because he was awesome and he knew exactly what he was doing. The Pope thought that controlling the Holy Land would bring him closer to the Lord, which sounds pretty convenient because he's the Pope and that's what he's all about. The monarchs made people to believe that the church was bad and that they were crooked. because just to get themselves more power and attention. I feel like John Green. The church and the state were conflicting over many years and topics.
The end.
Okay, thank you for watching our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. We put a lot of time and effort into this. Have a nice day.